Hey, before this video starts, I just want to say if you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you want a video of your own, make sure to commission me either when I'm live on YouTube or you can DM me through my public Discord server. Anyway, let me not take up your time. Enjoy the video. Also, shout out Sand Celestial from YouTube for the commission video. Finally, somewhere I can actually sit down and relax. I was walking for 4 miles with no abandoned houses or anything. I'm so lucky this abandoned house is here. I didn't see you there. Is this your house? If it is, I'll just leave. You don't need to call anybody or anything like that. Right, I just assumed because you were here that this was your house, and I didn't want to comment on how run down it looks. I see. So the original owners of this home they died a long time ago, and now no one has bought this house. It's abandoned. Okay. And who are you exactly? I see. My name, you can just call me Jack for right now. Yeah, it's a mask I had. I kinda made it. Cover my face. That's what I made it for. I'm different in a way. Some people would call me a freak of some sort. Others would call me a monster. And at this point, I would agree with them that I am no longer a human. I'm just monster. I'm just this creature. I'm no longer human. You may feel like you are also the same, but there's a difference between feeling the same and being the same and living it as well. Since I was a young adult, I've been stuck like this. And I've been around for a very long time as well. I'm not originally from here, no, I'm from somewhere else. I live in different states and whatnot. I've traveled by foot to different states just to survive at this point. But people do know who I am. They know who I am and what I've become, and that's why usually when
bigger programs videotape me or find me anywhere out in the world, I have to run away because I know that they will come and try to hunt me and try to experiment on me because I'm different than most of them. Well, I'm different because I used to be human. I was going to go to school. I was going to be a surgeon. I was going to be a doctor. I was going to heal people. But then, everything changed. My skin was the first thing I've noticed going away. My pigment wasn't no longer of a pink hue like a human, or tan, white, black, whatever color I was, I don't remember. It's been too long since I remember my original skin color, my original pigment. And all I can remember now is this gray pigment I have for skin. It's been years since I've seen who I really am. My blood, it's no longer red like yours would be, for an example. I could see it on the bruise on your cheek that you were bleeding before, and you see how it's red. Mine is not red anymore. Mine is a thick, pungent smelling black sludge. No longer the red tone that a human has. It runs out of my eyes. Or at least where my eyes should be. Because I lost more than what I thought I did. I couldn't still see perfectly fine. I can see fine, but in my eyes, I don't have them anymore. They're just pits of darkness, pits of void. And eventually, once in a while, those pits will secrete this black sludge I have as blood sometimes. And I do cover my eyes sometimes if it gets too much. And, well, the last thing I saw before everything changed was a person I was talking to for a while on the phone. I felt strange, so I told them I'll call them right back. That was the last thing I told them. The last thing that I also felt before changing into whatever I am right now, I felt my appetite change. Because I thought I was starving when I began the change, so I went into my fridge, nearest food I could find, and I tried to eat something. I threw it back up. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle the taste, the smell, the scent, anything of it. It makes me ill just thinking about it. My appetite changed completely, and I can't eat normal food anymore. I have changed my appetite to that of human flesh. and organs, specifically kidneys, and more of the inner workings of a human anatomy. I like the intestines. I like how they taste now. And that's the only thing I can stomach. It's very hard to do what I have to do to survive, but I am just a scavenger at this point. Do you? Do you really understand? I understand you call yourself an outcast, but do you have a family that loves you? Do you have a mother, a father, brother, sister, aunts? Do you have family? That's the thing, I don't have a family. Not anymore. No, not anymore. I lost mine a long time ago. I don't know. My feelings have grown number within the growing years I've turned into this thing. I have become numb to most emotions that I used to have. Happiness, sadness, anger, all of it gone. You want to know something weird about me? My anatomy has also changed besides my pigment and hunger and the loss of my eyeballs. My fingernails grew to a point, and my teeth got sharper, and my tongues tripled. It's hard to believe, but yeah, I do have 3 functional tongues inside of my mouth. Look for yourself. See, I've become some sort of creature that only hungers for human flesh. A monster beyond people's comprehension and how they perceive humans. 'Cause under all the mutations I have gone through, I'm still human after all. After all of this. You don't need to compliment me. I know you're trying to be nice to me. You're trying to make it seem like everything is not so bad how it is. But I know there are people who are like me with similar backgrounds, but no one has compared to what I've done and felt, because that is my own curse, to live out my own life as this creature. You're just saying things now. You don't really care for me. I just met you. You're nothing but a stranger to me. If you were asleep and I didn't see or hear you, if I found you when I was hungry, I would have cut you open and took out your kidneys and ate it. If I were starving, I would have just ripped your stomach open. You don't care about a creature, a monster like me. You just think that having someone around you like this would be some sort of protection over others. I've been down this road before. You don't care. You just want to look out for yourself. It's best if I just leave for right now. Sorry to intrude. Please let go of my hand. I'm asking you, please get off of me. If it will entertain you, I'll stay for a little while. 'Cause I have been walking for a very long time. 4 miles I did walk. I was trying to get out of the city. Lay low for a few days because the news caught up of who I am and what I'd do if I lay down here maybe for a month or so. This news will just drop it so I can go back to the only word I can use is hunt. I can go back to hunting and feeding myself. You should have seen me in the beginning of this stage. I was losing weight rapidly because of my new appetite. I couldn't eat anything. I was severely underweight. You could practically see my wrist bones and my own arm joints twisting and turning with each movement I did with my arm. I was nothing but skin and bone, barely any muscle, no fat on my body. And then I realized in this world it's survival of the fittest, so I took that literal and I hunted humans for their own kidneys. Hell, I started breaking into houses and injecting people with a serum I made to make them not wake up for when I cut into them. I don't want to hurt people. I really don't. But it's the only way I can eat. It's the only way I can survive, and luckily with everything I was taught before I turned into this monster, I knew how to cut into people precisely. I knew how to sew them up. I have a whole kit in my jacket just to make sure that I do everything in my own free will, that they don't die while I do these thieving of their kidneys and organs, just so I can eat something. But enough about me. I'm talking too much. I can feel my vocal cords ripping. I need a new one. Or a new throat at that. Trust me, you don't want to see me do my own surgeries. I've had to replace my vocal cords at least 4 or 5 times. Not during this year, but during previous years. A vocal cord that I cut out of a victim and replaced it with a new fresh vocal cords that match mine. They usually last around a year or 2, 3 if I'm lucky and stretch it out enough. But eventually they decay, so I have to replace it. It hurts like hell when I cut my own throat open to replace it, but I do it with precision because I was a doctor before I turned into a monster. You see, I'm not this creature that everyone thinks. I am human. Still, I am human with a human brain. I'm just different. And people can't understand that. I know you understand just plenty. But what's 1 to 1 billion people? There's an upstairs here, isn't there? I'm going upstairs. I'm taking one of the bedrooms and I'm resting. You can stay or leave or whatever. I don't care. This human seems like they care about me in some type of way. Either it be curiosity or genuine. It doesn't matter. A monster like me can't be anyone's friend.